coin set. Mike, he is here to hook us up. Good job.
Well, this is a tough one. We've already sold 6 of these.
Really?
Okay. Well, take a look at it. 6 of these already gone.
We sure have.
The Susan B. Anthony set is an interesting set. It's a collectible set. It's quite a desirable set, as you can imagine, because the Susan B. Anthony dollar was released with great fanfare in 1979. Okay, we have 79, 80, 81. And people, when these came out, they came out and people were kind of overwhelmed with them. The United States government wants us to use a dollar coin instead of a dollar bill. It would save the government millions and millions of dollars each year. But what happened is it came out and it looks just like a quarter, okay? And so because of that, it quickly fell out of favor. What we have here is a gem brilliant and gem proof uncirculated complete and total set of the Susan B. Anthony dollar.
I love her.
Yeah.
She's, I mean, talk about a women's right pioneer, right?
Oh, absolutely. And the very first woman ever honored on a United States coin. This is the entire set. There's 15 coins actually in the set. Now you'll notice, normally when we sell the complete set, we have Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, and San Francisco Mint that is proof. The Susan B. Anthony dollar has another unique distinction insofar as it's the last regular issue set where they made San Francisco Mint uncirculated coins. For instance, the last $50 that they made to circulate from San Francisco is 1954. So this you have 79, 80, so you have Philadelphia Mint, Gem Brilliant uncirculated, Denver Mint, Gem Brilliant uncirculated, San Francisco Mint, Gem Brilliant uncirculated, and then Gem Proof that you have down here. So you have the 4 coins from 79, the 4 coins from 80, the 4 coins from 81. And we'll discuss some of the catalog prices for those.
And you should know, folks, that we've got 400 of these. I mean, it is really one of the most special buys, and this price break is very temporary. When these sell out, and they will, I know that sounds like a lot to some, but this is a final chance to save that extra 20 bucks. That matters, but I love the fact, did you say she's the only woman ever to
No, the first woman.
The first woman.
The first woman, because we have the Sacagawea Golden Dollars.
Because of her.
That's right. And we have the Sacagawea Golden Dollars coming up here in just a little bit. That's another woman that's honored on a United States coin. So these are impressive. These are incredible. And so you're going to have 12 coins here. But these are the coins that make the set, because most people don't even know that these coins exist. These are the 1999 Susan B. Anthony dollars. And people are going, what? I thought they made the last one in 1981. And when you usually see sets of Susan B. Anthony dollars, particularly in this price range, you only get these 12 coins. What they miss, what they don't put in here are these coins right here. The Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and then the Philadelphia Mint proof of the Susan B. Anthony dollar that you have here from 1999. When they got ready to make the Sacagawea Golden Dollar, the United States government mistakenly thought that they had to make another year of the Susan B. Anthony, so they made this in 1999. Now, here's the problem from a collectible standpoint. To get this coin, the best place to get this is buy a 1981 proof set, and that coin's in it. 79 proof set, 80 proof set. The 1999 proof set does not have the Susan B. Anthony dollar in it. It was only sold separately and almost exclusively at United States Mint stores. The same thing. The easiest way to get these coins are what we call United States government mint sets and cut them open and use them. The 1999 P's and D's are simply not available in United States issue mint sets.
P being Philadelphia, D being Denver.
D being Denver, exactly, and then S being the San Francisco mint. So now what we have is we have the entire collection, including the 1999s, and here's the key. If you go out there and people buy these coins separately and so on and so forth, in, like I said, our nationally advertised catalog that we use here all the time is we look at what you would pay individually for these coins, because that's generally speaking the way that people purchase these, because it's the only way. That's right, because people simply are not able to do that. And when you look at the Susan B. Anthony pricing right here, on the 1981s right here, you have this right here. Here's the 81s in uncirculated condition, and you're looking at $9.50, $15.95, $15.95, and $13.75 right out in here. So that alone, you're looking at almost a $60 value right here. Same thing here, a little bit less for the 79s.
But you said this is the key.
Oh, these are key. This coin right here, if you can go out and find this coin, and if you can find this coin for $59.95, I think you've done a pretty good job. This coin is one of the single rarest modern issue American coins that has ever been released, is the 1999s. It was not included in the proof sets. It was only available, like I said, in the United States Mint store. It comes in its own packaging. It is the single it's the defining factor in how many of these sets I can do.
I gotcha.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
so in other words,
16.
when I put in 400 sets, and we've got about 35 or 40 of them. We have 100 plus folks on the phone and shopping on hsn.com right now. This is the defining factor. This is the reason I don't have 1,000 sets or 2,000 sets or 3,000 sets or 5,000 sets.
300 or so.
This is all that I have. Same thing with these. These were not in the mint sets. They only come in these little film things. And in this one right here, $27.50, $28.75.
Okay.
For these two.
You know, just that row right here is pretty much the value.
So this row right here is $149 plus.
Yep.
And if you were to go out and buy them separately. Now, I'm going to leave that right here.
Okay.
Now go out and find a presentation box,
then there's
a steel case presentation box, we call it because it's made out of steel, okay? And then go ahead and find the individual airtight holders for each and every one of these coins. Those are about 59 cents a piece or so. And you're gonna have 16 of those times 60 cents, so 10 bucks here and 20 bucks here, so 30 bucks.
But it's also the time, and how do you find them, and how do you source them, and where do you get them? You get them here. Get them at HSN. And you know what, really, it is such a treat. It's a rare thing to do a flex pay anywhere else. You're not going to find flex pay on a coin anywhere, you know, of any price point, whether it's 16 or it's 1. But we do occasionally offer the flex pay. So that means you got a month. You can get these home and inspect them and see them. And really, what an incredible opportunity this is. However, this is only yours for a very temporary period of time. If you place your order right now, you're in good shape. If you wait any longer, I'm just letting you know, I do predict that this completely will sell out in this show.
And that's the trajectory that we're seeing right now. And why not? Every one of these coins is a sold-out limited edition. You cannot buy these anymore. They last issued these in 79, 80, and 81. You have the very first woman on a United States coin. You have them all gem brilliant, uncirculated, and gem proof. You've got the nearly impossible to find 1999s. Now, people oftentimes ask me about the 16th coin here. They go, I thought there was only 15 coins in the set. And the fact of the matter is there is. But I'm not going to leave an open hole in the box. So I took a Susan B. Anthony dollar and I colorized it and I put it in there because I just cannot countenance an empty hole.
That would just be weird.
It would just be weird. And I'm just not going to do that. And so I think we sell these they're about $3.95 or $4.95, something like that. And we're going to include that in your set so you don't have to worry about filling this hole.
I love that she's colored because that makes her even more important.
Isn't
she
that
brings
right?
her to life.
That's right. We brought her to life right there. That's a 1979 that you're going to have. Truly a spectacular and complete set.
Isn't this also like the first small size dollar coin?
Yes, indeed. And prior to this, all the dollars were big coins.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Even the Eisenhower dollar, which didn't have any silver in it or anything, was a large size. So this was and that was part of the problem. That was one of the reasons. People didn't like the coin because it was too much like a quarter. It was too much like the other coins that are out there. Now the other thing is these 1999s. You're going, well, I've never seen one of those. Not a single one of the 1999s was ever released into circulation. So in other words, you never were able to get these at a bank or a post. These only came in those special mint sets, which is why this coin, like I said, is like $27.95. This one's $28.50. So those two coins right there, almost $60. This coin, if you can find this coin for $60, you've done pretty well. So if you count these three coins and the cost of the packaging here, you're pretty close to that $149 that we've done in the price break. And then you're going to have these other 12 sold out limited edition Susan B. Anthony dollars, gem brilliant uncirculated and gem proof in every single one of these. It comes in the custom presentation box. I absolutely love that opportunity. And once again, always extraordinarily limited for us. Always extraordinarily limited to be able to try and get the Susan B. Anthony dollar.
So limited, I'm just going to let you know, we've got about 200, maybe 225 total available. If a FlexPay helps you get this home, use it. $37.49 on your choice of card, any major credit card, debit card, PayPal, HSN cards, all of you are welcome. All of you. I mean, I know there's a lot of you, myself included. I just recently started my coin collection. I got myself started because I wanted to get my son into, you know, a special coin. And I just love, there's something, I learned so much. It's historic, it's value, and it's something that you can really just like delve into. And just, I love this whole idea of collecting coins. And Susan B. Anthony, come on, go girl.
That's right, and every one of them is sold out, limited edition. Like I said, you know, you would be well served to get these coins if you can find these coins for $129, $120 for these coins right here that you have just on the very end, but remember, this set is absolutely complete. Now, juxtaposition that against other modern issue sets. When we sell the Eisenhower dollar complete set, I think it's about $449 to $499. The Franklin, the Kennedy half dollar set, I think we're about $2,000 on the complete Kennedy half dollar set. So what you have is not only a complete set, but at really $149 with the price break. You've got really the single most affordable complete set by mint mark and type of a modern issue American coin set, including 3 coins that were never released to the general public. The 99 Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint uncirculated, and this, and while the San Francisco Mint traditionally makes the San Francisco mints, they made it the Philadelphia Mint right here, one of the very first Philadelphia minted proof coins ever done by the United States government in the modern era. So tremendous opportunity for everybody out there to get the complete set, get it affordably, get it at price break.
We started out
one
with
of my favorite coins.
411. We're less than 200 strong, and there's a lot of people placing their orders. Some people flipping through the channels halfway through a show. Welcome. Keep it here with us at HSN tonight. The order this, the Susan B. Anthony 16-coin set, is 236789. Yeah, this is our final chance at that price break. The only scheduled airing of the entire weekend. This is it. I know it's Friday night of Memorial Day weekend, but you're not going to be seeing Mike